imagine fighting an enemy where he wins without raising a finger. That's exactly what happened when Galahad was ambushed by the Severed One. My name is Sandoval. I'm an ancient god once of war. I saw the whole thing from the astral plane, and the Severed One used despair. He caused Galahad and the others to want to throw down their blades, and nothing was near them. Usually there's a blade at one's throat. The Severed One's weapon wasn't a blade, but the despair he unleashed.
I'm supposed to be responsible for my brother's welfare. I saw the Severed One take my brother's hand. He nearly took my own will. If not for the rising goddess Dinesha, I might have laid down my sword forever. Can you imagine that? Me, Sir Galahad, ready to surrender without anybody around me. He robbed me of my very will to fight. The goddess Dinesha suggested that we must attend a mystery school of old to counter the Severed One's spiritual warfare, as she put it. Now, I'm a Christian. Faith should be enough, so mystery schools? But I said yes. Perhaps the goddess is growing on me. She moves like the stories of old, born of sun and stone and temples and winds, but not of my land, but still the most beautiful thing I might have ever seen.
With the skirmish over, the survivors climbed toward the ancient astral shrine, a place once known to priestesses and gods.
This place we go to, it is not a place made of stone, it is built of memory, woven into the astral weave. And while you, Galahad, will lead us in battle, we must spiritually fortify ourselves, and the instructor will be here shortly.
A bird will teach us? I have no problem with the place, goddess, but the instructor...
I am a god, knight. Your boots drip arrogance. And what are you looking at, lady knight?
I was watching you just hit Sir Galahad. Now, it's not that you're a bird, it's that you don't act like a god, if I might say so, and my name is Lady Isara, and please call me by that. That is my title.
Well, I should formally introduce our instructor, since I'm the goddess who ordered this. It isn't a bird, it's Thoth, the archivist, the scribe, the moon bearer, and today he is feathered.
Struck by a god as a bird, first a humiliation by the Severed One, and then dragged from the field, finally... Dinesha, you're amused by this all. I can see it.
Oh, I think you'll recover, Sir Galahad. I believe we'll face far worse down the road. And Sir Marin, I see that you act as though it's your first day at a place of study, but you're a scholar.
In my training as a scholar, I never heard this. The air, it sings with old minds. Do you hear it? Jerusalem, Alexandria, the Nile, Olympus.
Sir Marin wasn't wrong. I, Sandoval, well, I knew that the mystery school would open its veils to the best and brightest in history. Moses, Mesopotamian civilization's Inanna, a goddess, a philosopher, Socrates, a god from Egypt, Ma'at, and even one called Emmanuel, watching from the shadows.
Now, Sandoval and I are on the astral plane. We're deities, but we were fascinated with the lecture. Thoth explained about spiritual warfare, how to defend against it, the rituals, the sacraments one could take, not religious, but practical, to stay in the light. But I could hear the Severed One somehow. I could hear him too far away to be clear, but the hiss of corrupted magic, it was unmistakable.
They say I was beautiful once, muscles carved from Avalon stone, eyes like storms. But despair it changes a man, and power distorts the vessel. But I will still sever Galahad's hope. I will rewrite the prophecy. I will take the shroud for myself, and then heaven itself will kneel.
The good news on all this is that the shroud will one day rest in a city called Torin. That's what the prophecy says. But the severed one must fall.
But if the severed one doesn't fall, Thoth, prophecies aren't fate.
Then the light that once resurrected gods, it will belong to despair.
After the one known as Thoth finished, I stood beside Dinesha, her cloak kissed with starlight, her eyes vast with knowing. You do not look like the women of my land, Dinesha, but I've never seen grace woven like yours.
And you, Knight of the North, not what I expected from the songs they sing. Too golden, too good, and yet still somehow you surprise me.
Clearly, something was going on between the goddess-to-be Dinesha and the knight Sir Galahad. But it was a good thing. Two people love-struck would fight harder to make a future. The mystery school had officially begun, learning love and lessons.